Good morning, third graders. Today we're on page 201 of your student journal, page 201, and we're going to be continuing with our two-step word problems. Okay, so our objective today is I will solve two-step word problems using addition, subtraction, and today our new one is division. So today I will solve two-step word problems using addition, subtraction, and division. So we still have those two steps, we're just adding a new operation to it. So we're adding a new operation to it. Okay, I'm not going to go over our vocabulary and our steps because we're going to attack these like we've been attacking them all unit, okay? All right, so here is my first problem. My first problem says, it began to rain as Mr. Fisher's third grade class was walking to the computer lab. The 10 girls shared the 5 large umbrellas with the 20 boys in the class. If the same number of students were under each umbrella, how many students were under each? Okay, so let's think about this. We first of all know there's going to be two steps. So this one's a little trickier, so let's think about what's going on in our story. What's happening in our story. So we know in our story that we have some students walking with umbrellas and they're sharing them. And our big question says if the same number of students were under each umbrella, how many students were under each? So I'm going to go back and I might have to mix this up a little bit more than I've done in the past, but it says it began to rain as Mr. Fisher's third grade class was walking to the computer lab. The 10 girls shared the 5 large umbrellas with the 20 boys in class. I think I should first figure out how many students were using the umbrellas. So if there's 10 girls and 20 boys, how many students were sharing the umbrellas? I'm saying there's 30. So there's 30 students using the umbrellas. Okay, so now what else do we know in our story? There is only how many umbrellas? There's only 5 large umbrellas. They're sharing those. So these 30 students are sharing those 5 umbrellas, which means we have to put these 30 students in groups. So what operation is that when we put something in groups? That operation is division. So 30 students are going to be divided into groups to share the 5 umbrellas. And we know that it says if the same number of students were under each umbrella, how many students? So what we're doing is we're putting our 30 students into groups of 5, so we're going to kind of pass them out to the 5 umbrellas. Is what we're going to do and see how many umbrellas we would have. So, okay, so let's see how many students. So if I know 30 divided by 5 because I know my basic facts, then I can use it. If I don't, I need to do an array, which is a little bit different for the division one. So I'm going to count 30 and put it into groups of 5. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, because I'm doing groups of 5, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, not done. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I took 30, I counted to 30, but I put them I divided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you do the array, if we haven't done this for a while, you count it, but you divide them into that group. So how many groups of 5 do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 30 divided by 5 is 6, which tells me that 6 students had to be under each umbrella. Okay, so notice that these ones weren't as straightforward as our other ones. We really had to understand our story a little bit more, okay? Okay, so let's look at our next one. Our next one says, on Friday, the teacher decided to surprise the class with a pizza party. She needs 1 slice for each student, and each pizza has 8 slices. There are 30 students in the class, but 6 are absent. How many whole pizzas does she need to buy? Okay, so I'm going to stop and really try and understand this story. She's going to feed her students pizza, and she needs to know how many pizzas to buy. So I think first I should find out how many students are going to be eating pizza. And it told me that there's 30 students in the class, but 6 are absent. So 30, if they're absent, I'm going to subtract them. So how many students are in the class today? There is 24 students. There is 24 students. Right? Okay, so what's going to happen with those 24 students? Well, there's 24 students, and there's only 8 slices in each pizza. So I could divide my 24 students into a whole pizza and see how many I need. So that's one way I could look at it. I could have used the inverse operation and said 8 pizzas, or 8 slices times I don't know how many would give me 24. Because 8 slices for each pizza, and I need 24. So I could have used this operation too. So 8 slices in each pizza, and we don't know how many pizzas, will give us the 24 slices we need. So I could have done either one, okay, to find out how many pizzas I need to buy. So if I know what 24 divided by 8 is, I could solve that. Or if I know 8 times what equals 24, then I could solve it that way. So this is called my inverse operation that I could use for multiplication and division. Okay, I'm going to use my division array. So I'm going to count to 24 and divide it into groups of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be 1 pizza. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there's 8. There's 8, and there's 8. So how many pizzas am I going to need to buy? 3. If she buys 3 pizzas, she'll have 24 slices. Okay, friends, let's do some of these together. Okay, we are on page 202. We're on page 202, and our first problem says, Anna has 12 seeds, and her science teacher gives her 12 more seeds to plant. If each pot she has holds 3 seeds, how many pots does she need to plant all of her seeds? Okay, before we get started, let's divide our paper in half because we know it's a 2-step problem. Okay, so what's happening here? Let's stop and think about our story. She's going to take her seeds and put them into groups of 3 to put in a pot. And they want to know how many pots she needs. So I think the first thing we should find out is how many seeds does she have? It says that she has 12 seeds, but her science teacher gave her 12 more. So what operation would that be? If you had 12 and someone gives you 12 more, isn't that operation addition? So we have 12 plus 12 more seeds equals 24 seeds. So she has 24 seeds. And what she needs to do here is she needs to put them in groups of 3 because she can only put 3 in a pot. That's what she's doing here. So she has 24 seeds and she needs to divide them into, because each pot holds 3 seeds. So she needs to take her 24 seeds and divide them into groups of 3. So she needs a group of 3. Okay, so, and that'll tell her how many pots does she need. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so those are her 24 seeds. So those 3 get a pot, those 3 can go in a pot, those 3 go in a pot, those 3 go in a pot, those 3 can go in a pot, those 3 can go in a pot, those 3 go in a pot, and those 3 go in a pot. So how many seeds is she going to need then? Pots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's going to need 8 pots to hold all of her 24 seeds. Okay, friends. Remember, if you need to pause the video, please do so. Okay, let's look at one more together. Okay, this one says, Jennifer needs to shovel all the snow from her driveway. She can shovel 4 inches away every hour. On Saturday, it snowed 32 inches, and she shoveled 4 inches away. How many hours will she have to work on Sunday to remove the remaining snow? Okay, we're going to split it in half. Okay, we have to kind of figure this out. So what's the story? She has so much snow and she's going to do 4 inches in an hour. So I think the first thing we need to figure out is how much snow she has to do on Sunday. So she had 32 inches and she already did 4 inches away on Saturday. So if she had 32 and she already did 4, how many inches does she have left? You could count backwards if you need to, but she has 28 inches left. She has 28 inches left of snow that she has to shovel on Sunday. And what is she going to do with that 28? She's going to do 4 inches an hour. So she's going to group that 28 inches into groups of 4. So when we do that, that's called division. So she's going to take her 28 inches and group them into groups of 4. So every 4 is going to be 1 hour. Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1 hour. 5, 6, 7, 8, that's another hour. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, so this is 1 hour she'll work, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, and 7 hours. She's going to have to spend 7 hours on Sunday to shovel all that snow. That is a lot of work, friends. Okay, so remember you're going to be doing division in these, and if you don't know your basic facts, then you need to work on doing your arrays. Have a wonderful day, third graders. Bye.